boys and girls and everyone in between. It is me, Duke CT, here live on TalkShoe.com. Here with you, the people. And hopefully you're listening to me and all that good and crazy stuff this Thursday evening live here on the Duke CT Lounge. And going to be talking some really interesting stuff because there's been a lot of stuff going around here on the pro wrestling circuit. A lot of crazy things, if you will, a lot of crazy stuff. And let's start with the big thing right now. Let's talk about Jimmy Superfly Snuka, the former WWE Hall of Famer. Um, is according to the morning call I put in there, the link will be in the description. Um, supposedly that that's he is being charged on Tuesday, this week, Tuesday, 2 days ago. Jimmy Snuka was charged with third degree murder and involuntary manslaughter after a Lake County grand jury determined he repeatedly assaulted Nancy Argentino. Hopefully, if I hope I'm pronouncing that right. In May 1983, in a motel, and then left her in a bed to die. That is disturbing, and and to me, if this is the case, and supposedly they announced the charges, like this was 2 years ago in 2013, they reopened the case. Um, And funny enough, it was promoted by a 2003 Morning Call investigation that raised questions about the Aaron Torrance case 30 years after her death. And supposedly there was a never before seen autopsy report that labeled the case a homicide. Now, honestly, I believe that if this is a case that Jimmy Snuka did this horrible act and got away with it for those years, that is horrifying. That he killed another human being and got away from it. And now, if this is supposedly if he did this and they caught him, I honestly think this is to me a very good thing. It's a very good thing that this person uh that this killer is now off the streets, and the I hope the family of Nancy Argentino will finally have some semblance of peace and hopefully closure in all of this, and hopefully with all the um, hopefully they get if Jimmy Snuka did do this, if Jimmy Snuka did do this, then he should go to jail. No questions asked. I mean, no debate or anything. If this person did this, and it looks like, well, if it seems like it could be, yeah, not, I don't want to say it is, but we don't know yet if it is, and supposedly he surrendered to authorities in Allentown, and he was sent to county jail under 100,000 bail, and he posted it, and yeah, and if he does, he's 72 years old, and he's Jimmy Snuka is 72 years old, and he just recovering from stomach cancer, and I am, he yeah, he's just recovering from stomach cancer, and he's I don't know how this is gonna, I don't know if he's gonna serve his full time. If he is charged with this crime, he can be up to um up for at least, I think, 20 to 40 years in jail. I don't think he's going to live to basically serve out his sentence in jail. And when you look at this whole thing, a lot of people are wondering is that supposedly Vince McMahon uh, supposedly uh, might have I think drew the cops off the scent, saying, I think, what is it? He said something. He said, quote, I see, the eventual, exactly, a follow up right here is the, uh, so, yeah, I think it was someone said he's in the garbage business. Vince McMahon said he's in the garbage business and wrestling the violent and garbage. I'm paraphrasing, but supposedly that he the police investigation with Vince McMahon, he might be involved. If it comes out that he lied or knew more of it, or something like that, that might be in trouble. But then again, the statute of limitations, I don't know what statute of limitation of this is. And this is what a bad PR for the company. Another Hall of Famer. They just got rid of one in Hulk Hogan, and now this stuff. And the '80s are not looking at me. I mean, the '80s of the WWE. I don't know who's in that main event anymore. I mean, there's nobody there. I mean, just Snuka. He's going to be basically. He's now going. He's basically been kicked out of the Hall of Fame. As I hear that WWE has kicked him out of the Hall of Fame. Hogan is kicked out of the Hall of Fame. Piper and Dusty are passed have passed on. I mean, I mean, seriously, it just this is just what is going on here in the WWE there, and on top of that, you have someone shooting. Yeah, somebody fired shots at the NXT. Not shooting in a pro wrestling context. No, actually guns. WWE was Performance Center. Uh, let's see, Cent Center, Performance Center. Pro. It was the man this guy who shot out. This is supposedly in Florida. So yes, yeah, it's in Florida. So yeah, it's in Florida, people. So you better yeah. Anyway, the 29-year-old fan Armando Alejandro Movado was supposedly the person who did this. He who came up and started shooting at the. I mean, he was like, he was see shooting. He was supreme a tough enough. He supreme a tough enough thing. Um, um, he was trying to get in tough enough. He supposedly, yeah, you know, yeah, yeah. The only guy got shot and injured was the person. Um, you know, I think only there was a couple people injured, but no one died, which is this is insane. I don't know what else. Anything. I don't know what is this. What's going on here? I mean, and by the way, the person who did this was supposedly, and here it is, more of it. It says he was, so the person who did it was obsessed with, I think he was obsessed with AJ Lee. He says, I think supposedly the person who did it was a bit of a whack job, who was obsessed with AJ Lee, and on top of that, he did, well, supposedly, this is right here. I'll put the link in the description. He tried to attack. He actually shows where he's spreading urine and fecal matter on the WE building. Yeah, and he is a bit of a nutcase. But then again, this is Florida, so the nuts seem to come out at night of there. I mean, this is just insanity. But the crazy stuff continues for the uh for the world of pro wrestling. As I'll take a small little commercial break, and we'll be talking about uh, what happened in TNA. Yeah, their craziness as well. We're gonna be talking about that, boys and girls, and well, well, let's just say, well, you know, it seems like a theme that people are going to jail. So yeah, another one that has screwed up their long-term booking. Another crazy thing that's screwed up their long-term taping schedule over at TNA. Well, we'll be taking a small little break here, and well, let's see what music we'll be playing here. What about we play a little bit of something I haven't played in a while? How about some? Let's see, Super Mario Brothers Dirty Coins, formed by Blind, or for OCRemix.com. Hopefully you enjoy it here live on the Duke CT Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. Thank you so much for listening here live on TalkShoe.com. Right back right after this. And we are back, boys and girls. How y'all doing here? Live on TalkShoe.com. Here on the Duke CT Lounge. You can hear me not only just on iTunes, you can hear me also on YouTube, over youtube.com/DukeCT, ManicExpression.com, Zipcast.com, Escapist Forums, the Cheshire Cat Studio Forums, and the Deck Out of the Glasses Forums, and anywhere else I can slap my face on there and everything else. Uh, well, speaking of web shows, the last we were standing, I had a bit of problem with the DVD, the anime DVD I was going to review. Uh, it's not working. It's a bit, I don't know. I think I got a bad copy. But don't worry, I have an idea and a plan. I will still review an anime. The anime in question was Bubblegum Crisis. That was going to be the first. I was going to do all 4 episodes, and that was probably going to be it. But I have another plan. But I will not only do a series. No, no, no. I expect I am going to be doing a movie, an anime movie. Let's just say it's Studio Ghibli related. Oh yes. Uh, I'm not dealing with any more negativity and such. Probably until October, until I had to do my, well, traditional, my last Kurt Angle starring movie vehicle. That's going to be fun. That's going to be really, really fun. But anyway, speaking of TNA, how about Bram? Ah, yes, Bram. The hardcore maniac. The guy who has been, you know, doing screw all on Impact. Well, Thomas Atlanta, the wrestles on the stage name Bram. Yeah, it's 2 wrestlers on the stage name Bram. Well, guess what he did this week? He's he basically attacked his girlfriend, slamming her to hit their bed, holding her hostage in their funeral home. Uh, yeah, he faces felony charges of false imprisonment and domestic battery by strangulation. Yeah, perfect. Wow. So you would think this would be the fire method because, hey, you're facing felony charges, he might not be, he's going to be, he's going to be in jail for a while. He's currently being held in a county jail right now. And even though he was supposedly Yeah, he was on Impact, which I love, by the way. They have Bram. Let me just say this, Bram on Impact. After all this crazy stuff, they didn't cut him out or anything, which they did with the BDC. With I am just amazed by that. Uh, but of course, it's TNA and their stupidity and they're stupid. Uh, let's see. Oh yeah, it's even on their YouTube page. Yes, I'm putting this up right go. It's Bram and Kenny King. And yet even worse, as I watch this, Kenny King loses. Oh, TNA, may you never change in that taping schedule. Oh, goodness gracious. Kenny King. I bet he really wishes he was back in Ring of Honor right now. I mean, yeah, I know they haven't done much with Rhett Titus. I mean, yeah, it was pretty damn stupid, Rhett TNA. I mean, Ring of Honor to do absolutely nothing with Rhett Titus after he was pretty much pretty hard. The crowd was for him, and they turned him heel and then turned to a complete another jobber. The romantic touch. Seriously, I just don't understand why. But hey, well, I think he's actually gone ahead for the most part. Oh my goodness. Kenny King. I am just wow. Oh, and by the by, boys and girls, I just love the fact that TNA Slammiversary, the entire pay per view, is is on YouTube right now. You can put TNA Slammiversary 2015. It's right up there. And if I even think of putting my review up, I'll be hit with a copyright or DMCA. It's been up for 2 months and it has over 136,000 views. And it's not with the company, it's from some guy of Hong True or I don't know. It's got the whole pay per view up, TNA Anniversary up. And, if I actually, God forbid, actually put that up, I'll be cut with a copyright claim in DMCA. I don't understand. I really don't understand that. Someone make me understand that. Tell me how that's fair. Someone comment, please. I would love to hear that. How would that be fair? Someone, I would love that. But anyway, yeah, Bram. Back to Bram being things are unfair. Yeah, Bram. You'd think he'd be fired. But no, you know what TNA did? You know what supposedly TNA did? They suspended him. I am not kidding. Bram is um is they suspended him. They didn't fire him. They didn't do anything else. They actually just suspended. Suspension. I just Let me just read through the charges again. This on suspension. This is on suspension here. He attacked his then girlfriend. Attacked his girlfriend and slammed her to the bed, holding her hostage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were arguing, and if a woman wanted to leave, Lehman wouldn't let her. He pinned the woman to the bed by her neck and held her against her will. I'm going to repeat that. Leitmer pinned the woman to their bed by her neck and held her against her will. And that is a suspension. Not being fired, suspended. And he's in jail. This company, you know, so with Hernandez, who screwed up the entire taping schedule, that's a firing. The whole contract thing. You know what? Call me crazy. If they weren't threatened with a lawsuit, they would have aired all that stuff. They would have aired Hernandez being part of Impact Wrestling and everything else. They had me threatened with a lawsuit to basically, um, not air the Hernandez segments. And with Bram, he's in jail. Bram is in jail, and he's just worthy of suspension. Let's see. Impact. I gotta see this one thing. FTV, he's still on the roster. Let's see. Um, let's see. I gotta look and see if this thing is on if he's still on the roster. Oh gosh, stupid TNA and everything. Stupid. Yep, he's still there. Bram is still there. Also, Bully Ray. They still have Bully Ray. Meanwhile, he's up in WWE and they reformed the Dudleys. Someone tell me this. How is this actually possible? They actually still have Bully Ray and Bram. Let's see who else do they still got. Who else do they got here? Oh goodness gracious! Oh my! Oh, this is just amazing. Oh, this is amazing. Just Bully Ray as their current roster. You've seen this right there, Bram and Bully Ray. That's beautiful, people. Just that is TNA in a nutshell. You just gotta, yeah. There is no more words for that. You can't really say anything with that, man. That's just amazing. Oh gosh, I love this company, man. This company. When is this company finally going to rest in peace? It's going to be great. And I'm going to be happy. So happy when it's finally gone. I am going to be happy seriously, just so happy. They got Bully Ray on their roster. I gotta save this, man. I gotta save it because I don't know when they're gonna cut it off. Because seriously, they have Bram on their roster. I mean, come on. This is from their website. They got Bram and Bully Ray on their current roster. That is just plain sad. I mean, come on. And this is from their website. From there, you're gonna look it up right now. Yeah, no. They have no, yeah, no. Screw that. They still have Austin Aries, Bram, and Bully Ray, but all three of those guys are gone. Just, I am. You know what? That's just that's classic TNA. Classic. All right. Oh gosh. No MVP. They have MVP. Look, this just keeps getting funny. They have MVP, which is already gone. You have Bully Ray gone. Austin Aries is gone, and Bram is supposed to, he's in jail. I I can't look at this. I can't make any of this up. Mickey James is retired. Why is she on the roster? She ain't there no more. Magnus ain't there no more. And James Storm gonna be gone too after these tapers are done. I mean, come on. I think he's this is a new set of tapers. I think James Storm's gone too. Oh my goodness, this company, man. I mean, seriously. Just I don't know anymore, man. This is just wow. Just wow. Oh man. Thank you, TNA, for bringing a smile on my face. Okay. We're coming right back. Let's see. What else to talk about? Oh yeah. I'm gonna be talking about the horrific writing on Raw. I actually watched. Let's talk about a little wrestling. Yeah, the uh, WWE. Let's talk a little WWE, folks. Let's get into that. Let's get into that craziness. Yeah. Uh, and Lana and that storyline. Hashtag Divas Revolution indeed. We'll be right back here live on the Duke Season Lounge. What music should I be playing for you, for the people, and hopefully you will be liking it. Let's talk. Let's do a little something. Let's see. Ooh. How about? Let's see. How about some? You know, it's Halloween. No, it's not Halloween. I can't play that. Let's see. Let's see. How about a little screw it. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Graveyard Theory by Zone Runners. Check that guys out because I like them. Anyway, here it is. Hopefully you'll like it. This is Duke CT here. We're right back here live on the Duke CT Lounge right after this.
Yo, we're the Zone Runners, and this time we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ain't ready.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head cause I have no fear. Probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory, but a ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
Asked him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alleys. It didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with a fist, metal crackling. I'm hearing someone saying use a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall, and then I started to fly, I went in deeper.
Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's it, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. Gonna hold my head cause I got nothing to fear. It probably seems crazy, brave the theory. A ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
And we're back here live on the Duke CT Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me here on TalkShoe.com and on YouTube, iTunes, and everything else between. Anyway, let's take a look at WE Monday Night Raw. Now, there was some right and some wrong here. I just really, I don't even, I just can't deal with just, staying going champions, 56 years old. I love the fact somehow that, the WE mocking WCW for putting old guys and part-timers in the main event are doing exactly the same thing. Gosh. And by the way, they have a Miz and the whole thing that has SmackDown having that Miz TV memory and Dolph Ziggler and Lord. I don't want to know. I don't really care. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, you got Summer Rae supposedly. I love the fact this is Summer Rae. The show starts after Ziggler and I think it was supposedly Ziggler take on Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler on Monday Night Raw. Because hey, why not have these two fight again? I think Ziggler won or something. I don't really know because and I just let me just check this thing here. Let me just see if he won because Rusev doesn't have his undefeated streak anymore. And I think he won by disqualification. Oh, wait, he did. He won by disqualification because, let's see, yeah, he won because Summer Rae came in, did the little thing, and yeah, and it's funny because this is, Lana and Summer Rae fighting, the cat fight. Guess what? That got the biggest pop on the night. That got the biggest pop on the night from most of the Divas fighting. Yeah, yeah, that got the biggest pop. Yeah. and and okay, later on you have later on of the evening, you had Summer Rae. Dawson was going taking a I think it was taking a shower after that match, and then boom, you had um, uh, Summer Rae, looking like, oh my goodness, I saw Dolph Ziggler's thing, and whatever, and then Ziggler, all that type of stuff, and then Lana's acting, oh, she's trying to jealous or something. She turned into this weak little willow thing. I mean, Lana had lost all of her power and she lost all of her autonomy during this whole arc. She's lost her autonomy. I mean, she's turned from a very strong and powerful woman into just this wafer thing, just being pettily jealous and acting like, this thing, like, oh, unless they're trying to do what I suggest, and most people over at the Freaking Awesome Network forum suggest, because I think I got that idea from them, which make the series better, is that it comes out that both Summer Rae and Ziggler were just effing both, like just screwing was banging each other the entire time, and just broke up Lana and Rusev for the lulls. Maybe that will make the whole thing a bit better. Yeah, we did this just because you know what, we're pricks or whatever. It'll be interesting in that because Ziggler to me has just spinning his wheels at this point, so maybe a heel turn can freshen him up. And hey, it'll be actually a nice twist, and I think Rusev is just his Bulgarian badass with Lana back on his side, and just both crush, because I miss that. Could be like a face version of that. Just have him just kick the crap out of bad guys, and just have him crush people. That'd be pretty fun. But instead, you have Lana crying like a little girl, like crying, like, "Oh, how dare you do this? Show your thing over with." In fact, they saw a clip in the show, and I saw this, and I really got frustrated. Instead of Lana watching that whole thing, which there's cameras everywhere, by the way, there's cameras everywhere, the entire arena. The invisible camera catches everything, and they could have just showed that to us, say, "Hey, it was an accident, fine," and the whole thing could end there. Nope. It's that you have a clip of Summer Rae saying how big it is and everything else, and Lana getting so jealous, not knowing that, hey, you have cameras everywhere. Is what Summer Rae's proving true or not? You know, it waste like it's just like the entire time, and I said this during this whole thing with Lana and all this other stuff. It is regression, not progression. It is a horrific storyline. I mean, they don't know how to write they don't know how to write positive male characters. They don't know how positive male characters. They can't write know they can't they don't do any male or female characters. I said in the quote right here, it says the reason why Lana is acting this way is the same reason why most of the guys on this show are written this way. The show is poorly written the show is poorly written. They have a bunch of guys in the writing staff who don't even know how to write good stories consistently, and the booking doesn't help either. So many people are spinning their wheels, no progression, but a lot of regression. Yes, and now I'm saying, well, Kevin Steen's finally going over that Intercontinental title. That's so great. That's awesome. Yeah. It's not. You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm getting a little out of love of Kevin Steen and his. I'm sorry, he just throws everything like super kicks, this, that, and the other. He's just like it's a little too indie to me. Hitting these huge moves, move after move after move after move, no type of um, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, no reason why, no consistency. Just like I had to hit this big move because it looks cool, instead of being really consistent. He's good, but I just feel like a little tired of that. I just want to set some, you know, slow pace and build up. Not have, I'm just gonna hit you with everything and then just have the crowd like, you know, like the whole John Cena thing. It's just like he didn't do this with Zayn. I don't remember. I gotta relook at the match, but uh, he did a little with Cesaro. Cesaro did too because he's hit these big moves. I think that's the problem with WWE handle. It's just that they hit the big moves, DDTs, all this big stuff that only get 2 counts. That should be finishers, by the way, and they're not finishers. They're like 1, 2, 3. That's it. Like they're not finishers. They're just like 1, 2 up, 1, 2 up, 1, 2 up, to a point that's like he hits a pop-up power bomb, his third attempt, and it's just like, oh, okay. Why can't just have finishers or big moves be a finish? People wouldn't mind that. It'd be nice. A finisher should be a finisher. That's what I believe. But hey, also here's something really interesting. It says, quote, I can't believe they're doing a sexual harassment angle where the villain is a woman making claim about her male coworker making a move on her. This is, again, it is a really, really just horrible, horrible storyline. It's a terrible storyline with a terrible characters. I just don't understand this. I just don't. This just storyline. I really just don't. I don't really care for, and I honestly think most people don't care for. It's frustrating and it's pissing me off. I'm pissed a lot, but if people want to see it, fine. It's funny because it just seems like no one really cares about Rusev and Ziggler anymore. They just want to see the ladies fight. I don't know what that says about Rusev and Ziggler, but what does that say about that? What does it say about Rusev or Ziggler? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Anyway, we're gonna take another little break here, and I'm gonna be talking about speaking of females on television. I'm gonna talk about something that's actually good. How a really good series based on a comic book with a strong female lead, Vixen. Yes, they had another episode, another 5-minute episode this week. And on CWC, then I'm gonna take a look at it again. Take a look at it, episode 2, and I'm going to because honestly, episode 2 was really good, and I can't wait to talk more about it. And we'll be right back right after this. I'll talk about it right after this little song, Didi. And let's see, the last thing I'm gonna do is let's play some Super Mario Brothers. Let's play some. Ooh, let's play some. Um, let's see, Super Mario Brothers: Life and Death of the Mario Brothers by Montes Hagerstorm Garrett. I can't believe. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing his name right. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. We'll be right back right after this. Thank you so much for listening to me on the Duke CT Lounge. And we are back here, boys and girls, here live on Duke CT Lounge on TalkShoe.com. Anyway, well, Vixen, episode 2, the DC Comics character that they are doing this little CW anime series, and I'm actually really enjoying this. It takes off with number 2, the second episode, and you see Vixen using her totem, her animal spirits for the first time. She basically beat the crap out of some gangsters. And the animation for the action scenes look pretty daggone cool. And also you see a bit of Vixen's passing her with her foster mom. and pretty good flashback. And after that, you see her going to a professor looking into African mythology about her little necklace and such. And she told him about the ancient spirits, and I think Exandi, I can't pronounce his name, the trickster god over in Africa. Learning so much. Um, you know, uh, if I make this thing, if I mispronounce things, I apologize. Really, I do. Seriously, I do, because I can't pronounce any type of names. I just don't have the tongue for it. Let's see. I mean, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna look up. Let's see. African. Let's see. Let's see. Um, let's see. Oh, Anansi. Yes. Anansi. Yes. Ah, gosh. Yes, I did it. Yep. Um, he is the West African. Yes, the Anansi. Um, he is supposedly in stories he is the trickster god. Supposedly Spider Tails. Just, he is the god supposedly in the DC universe. He is the trickster god who owns all stories. Is you know he is the main power source for Vixen and Animal Man. Yes, that's from his main powers and such. And he also his main suppose is a spider and such. It's weird, but anyway, the go back one, yeah, DC Vixen. Let's see. Oh, I do ramble. I apologize. They he talks about this, and at the end of the episode, after the meeting, he talks to this mysterious person who's like, "I want that necklace," and it's like, "Oh, what do you do? You get all the money for his expositions, everything else." She wants that thing for herself, so she can take over the world, or what have you. And the episode ends. Again, it leaves me wanting more. I understand they're trying to do 5 episodes and such, but again, I really wish this was a real series of because I think this could be probably a real animated series. You could. I really wish they could have done that. I think the animation is very good. I know CWC probably can't put that stuff out there. CWC. I say you should put that stuff maybe on Netflix or Hulu or something like that. 20-minute series about that, a strong African female character. I would like to watch that, but hey, it is what it is. But for this right now, I'm really enjoying myself watching Vixen episode 2. It gets back some really good backstory for Vixen. I can't really hate this series so far. Because I am really liking it so far. The web series is yeah, it really, again, I really, Mary Macabre really does, this is really good. Again, I really do. I like this. Um, and the character who's playing this, um, Megalyn Inuuke, I'm sorry, I can't say her name. Um, yeah, she does a heck of a job, and the voice acting is very good as well. And I can't wait to see more of this. And um, I can't wait to see more of this and the series. And she has the possibility to make a live action appearance on Flash and Arrow. Uh, hopefully, people are watching this, and I'm hopefully there's going to be a live action series centered on this character. Live action or cartoon, I'm all in on it. I like her. I like this thing. So overall, I can't wait to see. You know, so it just I really wish that this series had a cartoon or live action, I would watch this series more. I can't wait to see more. And if they're gonna have nothing but we can put it on this online more. I think this is I'm liking the series so far. So overall, I give this a huge thumbs up. Episode 2 is a lot better than episode 1. Like the backstory, and you know, I think this could be something people can enjoy, and hopefully in the series, when this thing concludes, I think hopefully this brings out to a live action or cartoon series, whatever is preferred. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. This show is over, folks. Oh, this is a beefer. Yes, yes. This is a huge one. I hope you enjoy it. This little ranting craziness, DC Lounge. Things, plans, and if you're listening, the whole thing, the plans and everything else. Last Year Standing hopefully will be completed. I'll probably get the stuff I need next week and hopefully have it done the week after. Then maybe some other crazy things. I'm working some stuff. I'm working my mojo on some very interesting crossovers, and that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'm working my magic, and it is going to be and it's I think it's gonna be, and it will be something really good. So anyway, if everything works out, I think this could be a very positive experience. Anyway, it's Duke CT here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.